Predator's new movie should have happened a long time ago, but I'm so glad we're finally getting this story. I believe that the new upcoming Predator, Killer of Killers movie should have happened a long time ago, but I am so glad we're finally getting this type of story now. The Predator movies have always been a staple in the science fiction genre, having been made famous by Arnold Predator in 1987, which still remains a classic action-packed, yacht hunting film to this day. However, recently, the Predator franchise saw a resurgence in 2022 with Prey, a prequel movie that was highly praised by critics and viewers alike, gaining its director, Dan Trachtenberg, 2 Primetime Emmy Award nominations. While this new vision for the Predator franchise has divided some fans, Prey was the biggest streaming premiere in Hulu's history and the most watched movie across the majority of platforms within its release week. As a result, it's not hard to see why Trachtenberg was slated to direct another movie in the franchise titled Predator: Badlands, which will release theatrically on November 7, 2025. However, that is not the only Predator project that Trachtenberg is involved in, as he is also directing the Predator: Killer of Killers movie, an animated anthology film, which is also set to release in 2025. Personally, I think a Predator anthology film exploring different time periods has always seemed like a good idea. Previous Predator movies have been focused on a similar setting, with humans battling and occasionally teaming up with the Yautja in a modern era. However, Prey did something different for the franchise by offering a different time period than our present, setting the movie in the northern Great Plains in 1719. Considering the reception and general success of 2022's movie, there has never been a better time to explore other time periods, and the Predator franchise's future definitely seems exciting after Prey. As an action-centric franchise, Predator excels at films that focus on a single mission. Instead of a grand setup, the simplistic plot, the general Predator versus human dynamic, and the high-octane animalistic hunts are what make the Predator franchise so easy to enjoy. Therefore, I am glad that Predator, Killer of Killers anthology-like structure is happening, as it will focus on the important parts, making for a concise story instead of adding unnecessary filler, which would be made worse by the movie's animated style. Furthermore, we will get to see more Predator content in a shorter period of time. As the Yautja are supposed to be one of the best hunters, it makes sense to explore how they would fare against various opponents throughout human history. So, as Predator, Killer of Killers will explore different time periods. It looks like the franchise will finally be telling the stories I've always wanted to see. From the trailer alone, it looks like the Predator will be squaring off against 3 warriors from different time periods, and the synopsis only confirms this, explaining more about the characters from feudal Japan, the Viking era, and World War II. Check out the trailer below. The general concept of Predator, Killer of Killers is quite exciting, as the movie will explore things we have not yet seen before in the Predator franchise. And it's hard to imagine anyone who would not want to see a Yautja fight a ninja. Additionally, there is some speculation that the 3 stories could even be connected, which could offer a really good twist for the film. That being said, there is some worry regarding Predator, Killer of Killer due to the movie's animated format, as it marks the first film of its kind in the usually live-action franchise. Predator, Killer of Killers being animated makes the movie even better in that there are fewer constraints than a live-action movie. Instead of carefully considering the budget, actors, box office expectations, etc., Predator, Killer of Killers animated format allows the movie to have more freedom and fun. We know from previous experience that animated movies contain some of the most stunning visuals seen in cinema, and I am hoping that will be the case for this, especially as Trachtenberg revealed Predator, Killer of Killers' animation style was inspired by Arcane, and some people that worked on Arcane worked on it. While the animated delivery of the upcoming Predator film is exciting, on the other hand, I would love to see Predator, Killer of Killers in live action too. The Predator movies have always been particularly notable in their delivery of action scenes, and 2022's Prey demonstrated that the franchise could see further success if it explored other time periods. Therefore, it is somewhat a shame that Predator, Killer of Killers is not following suit. However, having seen Arcane's visuals and the scope of modern R-rated animation, I believe that Predator, Killer of Killers has a lot of potential to be great.